Hi guys, Mr. 3D Hero here, and welcome to today's video. Today's video, I'd like to talk to you about the Glitch DLC, and just my general thoughts and opinions on it now that it's been out for a week, and I've had my fun through playing the game, and playing the different maps that have accompanied with the DLC. So Glitch is one of the new maps, so is Dex. Two new maps, one's live fire maps, and one is just an overall general player map. And I'm going to talk to you first about Glitch. Now, when it comes down to playing it, I can definitely say that the first thing that caught my attention is the visuals. The visuals of the map is absolutely stunning. It's very beautiful, I must admit. It's kind of like a futuristic utopian, world. Well, kind of a part of a world that was crafted only for kind of like inhabitants to go about and mind their own business until, the war came in and changed all that. That's kind of how I look at the map visually. A better way to describe it though is it kind of is a simulation of one of, I believe, Captain Latimer's home planet. And I'm guessing if this is what his home planet or part of his home planet looked like, I would definitely love to go over there and actually see it, either through pictures, videos, or whatever's available. I can generally say though that this map is very well designed and very beautiful just to look at. You can see that the artists or designers really had a keen eye on how they put in the lightning, in. They really focus on how much the buildings are connected to each other, how they play within each other, how it kind of, where it kind of focuses on where player versus player fights will occur, and where Titan versus Titan fights will occur. And that does bring me into the next section as well. When it comes down to pilot versus pilot play, this map is absolutely amazing in it, because it really focuses on keeping up your speed and parkouring and sliding and basically kind of launching yourself with your grapple. It kind of plays into everything that you know and learn of at the moment, either through the campaign or just through multiplayer experience. If you're relatively new to the game and you want to basically learn how to parkour really well, like you see from people who are either YouTubers or Twitch players, this is probably the map for you. This is one of the great maps that I'd probably recommend for a lot of people to go into private mode and just go in there and practice as much as you can, because this map plays very well to it. You have different lanes. You have basically 3 lanes that many players argue is one of the most important things to have in TitanFall maps. So you have 3 lanes. You have your left lane, your right lane, and your middle lane. Your middle lane is mainly going to be focusing on pilot versus pilot play, while both your right and your left lane is always going to be focusing on Titan play. Now you can, if you want to, go ahead and use both left and right lanes if you want to, but I do warn you that there's not much cover, plus the moment you're on ground and a Titan's nearby, the chances of you surviving the majority of the time isn't going to be incredibly high. But there are little covers underneath some of the structure that allows you to go underneath, and either they take you upstairs to the middle platforms, or it's just a bit of cover that you can use to get out of a Titan's view and area. Now if you're someone that knows how to parkour very well, or just kind of a medium way of parkouring, this map is definitely going to be for you, because not only will you be able to dominate this map using your ideal weapon, but you'll probably also learn about the many routes of how to get by enemy players without them actually noticing you. I believe there is one section, I believe it's in the far back area, where it's kind of a leaderboard at the far back, and in that area there's a circle, kind of like a hollow circle, kind of like a well in a way, that if you learn how to parkour it correctly, you can go into the middle section and keep wall running, and that gets you to the very top. From my experience, if you learn how to get into that middle section and get to the top, either playing on CTF for example, you'll be able to get out of danger about 50 to 90% of the time, because if you have your grapple or if you have stim available on you, you can pretty much launch yourself from that point there over half the map down to your objectives without majority of the enemy team being able to catch you or even kill you. And I'll probably say that this is probably a tactic that maybe a few or many players already know about. But if you're someone that knows or wants to know how to maximize your skills on specific maps just like this, this is one of the tactics that will really help with pushing your team to the win. Now, when it comes down to Dex, Dex is one of the many new maps for Livefire. I would definitely say that this map kind of resembles Stacks in a way that instead of us having both two ends empty and just only like a few maybe crates and such to protect you, this area is more enclosed and focused heavily on the parkouring of you on the outside area. In the middle section, yes, you can as well, but the majority of your fights are going to be happening either in the middle section or underneath the, buildings. Now, the one problem you may have is that you may get AWOL players that will go in and corner camp themselves with the AWOL and wait for you to come. That's one of the things I noticed in this type of map. But if you're very smart and you have, say, the standard grenades on you, or even satchel charge, that shouldn't really be much of a problem. Like I previously said though, the outer lane for Dex focuses on wall running. You can connect your jumps pretty well through the building and the wall to either get to the other end and steal the flag, or use it to get the catch on the other enemy teammates. Do be aware though that majority of players will find ways to camp, and because the majority of areas are inside, it basically makes it a bit harder for you to react quick enough. So if you are going to go in, make sure you go in with a good and ideal teammates that knows what they're doing and kind of how to counter most of these areas. Because for example, if you're going to the middle lane is kind of a no-go area for majority of players, simply because it's too wide open and you're going to get shot and killed too quickly. The majority of players will try their best to get inside as quickly as possible, or stay on the outside and try to get the catch onto people. That's where the majority of players will go. Anyone that goes in the middle section will either get sniped, or taken out by the R97, or taken out by the R201, or whatever weapons available. But that's kind of from my experience, I've noticed. So when it comes down to, negative feedback now, I can generally say that there's not really much to it, except for the fact that they could probably add in all the game modes into this one map for glitch. That's kind of the only negative I can see. I can definitely say that this DLC was really great. I say that this DLC was much better than Colony. And many of you may be shocked to this, saying, oh, Colony is even more better than this rubbish. But I can definitely say that this DLC was so much better because it was more better designed, and it looked even more better, and it played much better within both players and Titan play. Because if you're playing Titan play on the new map glitch, majority of players are going to be either on the ground fighting, and it's designed in a way that you can get a catch into people, because there are 3 lanes, but both of these 3 lanes don't generally mean that you have to take all of them. Majority of fights will be occurring in the middle section just for Titan play, while the left lane and the right lane may be left open. And most times I found that when playing on that type like LTS on this map, majority of players will try to get the catch onto you by going solo and trying to get you. And 9 times out of 10 either works or it doesn't. But for this map, I genuinely say that it works very well. Plus, you don't have the sun kind of gazing into your eyes and making it impossible to fight back, since they kind of nerfed the sun now. The only downside, well, the only other downside I could think of this as well is that they didn't introduce some new camos and new player cards. Now, I thought, because there's each DLC being released, I thought each DLC would release a new player card in the store. That's not the case. I think it's more for either older maps, or I believe even newer maps that might be getting introduced with new player cards. The one thing I did know though is that they did introduce some new player cards. I believe 3 to 4 of them, but you have to kind of grind and rank up really high to get them. I believe one of them is a player card that has been in game for quite a while, just nobody could access it, but you need to be G50.50 just to get it, so that's going to be quite a grind just to get it. But overall, I can definitely say that this map was absolutely really amazing. I did enjoy both maps. I enjoyed the DLC. I definitely can say that both the new gamers are coming are going to be on my top to-do lists. And overall, I can definitely say that you should really play them as best as you can, because these maps, I'm hoping that they learn from the experience from previous maps to create maps similar to these, but just make it even more, futuristic, make it so it feels Titanfall. But yeah, I can definitely say that I enjoy these maps heavily, and I really can say that from some of the outputs from other players as well, they enjoy this map. So I can say good job Respawn, because you've done an amazing job at this. So that is the end of the video. I do hope you enjoyed it. If you did, then leave a like, a comment, and subscribe for more. If you didn't, then by all means leave a dislike. I'll understand, and I'll know where to improve by in the nearby future. Once again, thank you all for watching. I do hope to see you all again soon.